So hello, my name's Rob, this is Cattle Rabbit Scale Model Studios, and today I'm going to talk about the new contrast yellow. I've recently played around with this. I've taken some footage of me painting a little Space Marine guy, but I did just want to take a bit of time today to talk about the new contrast yellow. It's good, it's really good. I was quite surprised at how good actually it was after the last batch of contrast. Obviously on flat surfaces and things like that, it dried quite streaky, bits like that. But on this one, it dries really, really well, like really smooth and well. And yeah, so the new White Scar spray, also fantastic. I know a lot of people have problems with Corax White. I'm more of a Wraithbone man myself, but the new White Scar looks incredibly smooth. It goes on incredibly smooth. You can definitely see that they've upped their game for this. The first job obviously is to see how it goes on. Now this is the first time I'm using it. Footage you're seeing right now, this was one coat, and it's somewhere between a wash and a paint like the last batch was, but once it was dry it kind of kept that streakiness to a minimum, and it just seemed to dry very, very smooth, very flat. It was really I guess different to new contrast, and I think I wasn't expecting it. I was kind of expecting it to be like that whole, you know, where we were seeing models of slapped on contrast, and you know, it just seemed to pull and dry very opaque in the places it needed to. There was some tiny bits of streaking, but it's nothing really too noticeable, especially for a tabletop standard where you're about 3 feet away from your models. It just seemed to, I can't say enough good things about this actually. I'm quite excited to pick up some more colours now and give it a go. This was actually the Imperial Fist Yellow that I'm using today, and once everything was dry, what I decided to do was, and this is just what I'm doing here, I just ran some more of the colour into the recesses and dark spots. If there are any bits you want to add a little bit of depth to, you can get a tiny amount of this on your brush, and it seems to almost blend very well into the colour that you've already used. You will see obviously a lot of this at the end, but it just seemed to go on, like I said, really smoothly, really well. It gives a good solid colour, and this was all from one coat. I was kind of expecting to have to do two to build everything up, but I didn't have to in the slightest. It was just really, I think the pictures that Games Workshop put up to advertise this didn't do it justice, and I think a lot of people were excited at new colours. I mean, who's not excited about new paint colours? But the pictures they put up, it looked kind of glossy and just a bit like, I don't know, either wet still, and it didn't seem to kind of, like I said, do it justice. And it was just very strange how they chose that one particular picture of always candy coloured ones. What I will say is this colour over the new White Scar, you can very clearly see it's got a it's very bright. Like I don't know whether my video is enough to kind of get that point across. Obviously here in the video I've just blocked in some extra colours like silvers, and I know all the undersuit lining and things like that. It works really well with the existing range as well. Like nothing's too drastically different, and you know, everything goes on quite smooth, which was quite nice. And once again, I think people that haven't tried contrast before should really give it a go, because it, especially now, maybe not the previous range, but definitely now, it was a great tool to add into your hobby arsenal. However, now, especially for like people that paint Imperial Fists and things like that, people worry about painting colours like yellow and bits like that. So it'd be really interesting if this encourages more people to play maybe a faction that they were worried about painting. I've always said this, you don't see a lot of ogre players in Age of Sigmar. It's because lots of people don't like painting skin, so they tend not to go for that army whether they like them or not. So I think, you know, maybe this is going to lure a few more Imperial Fist players out of the shadows, which I hope it does, because for Dawn Brothers. And I was just really impressed with how everything kind of came in. I did the power sword. I used the Aphamatic blue for the little Hell Blaster pistol thingy. I don't know the names, but it just, to quote Todd Howard here, it just works. And I'm really impressed. I would encourage a lot of people to kind of pick up a pot of this and definitely give it a go, because it's definitely it's going to take the stress out of painting awkward colours for a lot of people. This was just a quick review on the faults of this. This video actually should have been out yesterday, but I actually decided to go and get horrendously drunk last night. So God bless, take care, and I will see you all next time.